It's so good. Hey guys, welcome back to Cooking Unscripted. In today's episode, as you can see, we're beginning to celebrate Christmas. You know, the Star Wars way, and apparently with skulls. The recipe today is back to Instapot. A couple weeks back, we did pot roast in the Instapot, and today we're gonna do one of my favorite things and something that Julia Child really made very famous, which is beef bourguignon. Super easy. Normally you do it in a Dutch oven, but people are constantly asking for Instapot recipes, so this is a good Instapot recipe. First things first, Instapot, turn that baby on saute. Let's get it hot. You hit a little beep beep. It's like R2-D2 when he's on drugs. So we hit a little oil. Normally people use bacon. I like pancetta. You can use bacon. To me, pancetta is better. You can even use guanciale. You can use prosciutto. You can use pretty much anything you want, but I like pancetta. So we're gonna render off the pancetta. We're gonna get it nice and crispy. We're gonna sear off our beef. We're gonna put in our carrots, our onions, tomato paste, red wine, beef stock, get it all in there, put the lid on it, let it go for about 55 minutes, and then we'll have beef bourguignon. We're gonna bougie it up a little bit because you know we gotta do that. As this gets hot, make sure you get all your other mise en place together, which we don't normally do, but I had some extra time today. So you get everything into the pot as quickly as possible. People think that an Instapot is fast, but it's actually not. It actually takes a little bit long because you've gotta saute, then you've gotta turn it off, you've gotta turn it back on, pressure cook, let the pressure build, let it cook, then let it depressurize. So all in all, it really does take a couple of hours. The cooking process itself is faster. But Instapot's hot. Can we see? Is God looking down on us? Where's my paddle? Baby needs some paddling. It's like playing an instrument. I can make it louder. No more loud. This is what we do here. I play with my meat. So we let the pancetta cook. We want it to render out. We want it to get crispy. We're gonna add half of it to the bourguignon while it cooks. The other half we're gonna reserve and we're gonna use as a topping. Jay, it may hurt your feelings because I think I'm gonna make some instant rice because I forgot to make rice. You do you, is that what you said? Our pancetta is almost cooked. We're gonna hit the meat with some salt and pepper. Get our hands in there. Play with your meat, best tool you got. Nothing like a pancetta facial in the morning. So we're gonna take our pancetta out onto a paper towel to let it drain. It will continue to crispify. I don't know if that's a word, but it is now. We're going to leave our fat in there, and then we've got half the meat in there. We're gonna sear that off. We wanna get a good hard sear on it. Again, I'm using chuck meat. You can use sirloin, you can pretty much use whatever you want. I like chuck, it has a nice fat content. It'll be nice and shreddy and soft and beautiful and amazing when it's cooked. Just like my wife. Trying to get some later. Take your seared meat out. And we're gonna sear off the remainder of the meat. All right, so all our meat is now seared. That's a lot of meat. That's a lot of meat. Into the pot, carrots, onions. Oh my God. So carrots and onions, we're gonna let them go for a few minutes. You can see on the bottom of the pot, there's some fond. We got our red wine, barefoot. Doesn't smell like feet. So we're gonna add our garlic. Huh? She's got hungry eyes. Hungry eyes. Tomato paste. I like the tube. Mainly because I can close it and I can save it. The can, you open it up and you end up throwing out the rest of it. Plus, who doesn't like a good squirt? I mean, I don't know if I want to squirt in red, but you know, whatever. We want to cook it. We want to get the acidity out of the tomato paste. So we want to add flour. Now here you got to be careful because it will burn. It will burn quickly. So a little flour. Want to cook it. Get that flour taste out of it quickly. And then we are going to add our wine. We'll begin to thicken with the fond off the bottom. Again, remember it's an Instapot, so if there is a burnt spot on the bottom of your pan in your Instapot, you will get an error message and it will not cook. Oops. Oh, fuck it. Oh. One sip, everybody knows the rules. It's actually not that bad. Good job, Barefoot. We got our beef stock goes in. Our beef with all those juices goes in. I do that just to make my wife squirm. We got some thyme. Thyme. See what's become of me. It's a great song. A couple bay leaves. We are going to shut off the saute function. We are going to put the top on, make sure that it is not unvented, and we are going to hit pressure cook. As you can see, it's set for 55 minutes. It will build pressure, it will cook for 55 minutes. We'll let it sit for about 10 minutes, and then you'll be good to go. You yelling at me? R2 is good to go, my boy. And that's really about it. In the meantime, a little shiitake. Oh, I fucking shit talk all the time. It's part of my genetic makeup. What? While our bourguignon is cooking, saute pan, a little bit of oil. So once the oil gets hot, we will add some garlic. We're gonna saute off some mushrooms, some pearl onions, and then finish it with a little bit of butter and rosemary. And then we'll add that to the top of the bourguignon when it comes up. You can put the mushrooms in here. I choose not to. I like this flavor. And basically with the garlic, we're just gonna leave it whole. It's crushed, and we want to brown the garlic because we're not really gonna eat it. You can eat it if you want. I'm using cremini mushrooms. You can use, don't use shiitakes. It's a French dish. You don't necessarily want to use an Asian mushroom, but you want to use morels, chanterelles, oysters, king oysters, trumpets, whatever you want to use. It's your food. You're the one who's got to eat it. Our mushrooms will go in, and let me know after you're done eating. So a little salt, a little pepper, oh yeah. Onions are good. We're gonna add some mushrooms are good. We're gonna add some pearl onions. Onion. A sprig of rosemary, and a nice big hopping glob of butter. What it'll do, the rosemary, the oil from the rosemary will actually leak out, flavor the mushrooms, flavor the onions, so you get that nice rosemary flavor. So our bourguignon is done. It's keeping it warm right now. It's been depressurized. We are going to put it over some rice because Jay wanted rice. I like rice. You can put it over mashed potatoes, you can put it over polenta, you can pretty much put it over anything that's mushy. You know what would be good? Some crispy potatoes. Those would be good too.
Put it over that poutine.
That's it. I'm done for the day. Fluff the rice. Fluffer! Babe. Fluffer. What? You can be my fluffer anytime. You're welcome. So, some white rice. You gotta turn it off. Where the fuck did that come from? This one's got sort of a gravy, but not really a gravy. It's kind of in the middle. Let's get that in there. Got those wonderful. And then I'm gonna take some of our mushrooms and onions. Go right over the top. And then you can just finish it with a little parsley. I like leaves of parsley. You can chop it up, or you can just pluck them like a nose hair. And a big spoon. Always the big spoon. Never the little spoon. I like being a little spoon with my wife. Anyway, let's eat. That was good. That was good. Good call on the rice, Jay.
Right? You would have been so disappointed.
I know, right? Even my food needs some salt every once in a while. Give it a try. Boeuf Bourguignon, easy Instapot recipe. Over rice, potatoes, polenta, crispy potatoes, roasted potatoes, whatever else you want. Creamed parsnips. Let me know what you think. Come see us again. I'll see you guys next time. Like, subscribe, notify, and help us get to that 1 million subscribers. I'll talk to you guys later.